Hi, this is David and Jamie Erickson, and we're here to review our first movie.
Theater of Blood.
This film was made in 1973, and it stars Vincent Price, Diana Rigg, and Ian Hendry.
It's an hour and 44 minutes long, and it's directed by Douglas Hickox.
It is not rated, and it falls under the genre of horror classics and British horror. About a guy who kills people because he thinks he's Shakespeare.
He kills people because he thinks he's Shakespeare. And he talks like he's Shakespeare.
Wisdom and goodness to the vile seem vile. Still, favor but themselves.
Did that annoy you, Jamie?
No, very much so.
With money and I purse.
Here are some highlights from the movie. There is, we got beaten by bums, speared through chest, and drugged by horse, slow decapitation, followed by a shot of the decapitated head impaled on a milk bottle. Very creative, I thought. A heart in a box, drowning in a wine barrel, smothered by a pillow, electrocution by hair curlers, force-fed a pie that is filled with two little dogs.
Thus I enforce my Ramjar's company. Despite our cram with more
Also, another quick little cool scene in the movie that you probably won't see in any other film is fencing on trampolines. Very cool scene.
And I'd like to point out a few things that are funny to me but may not be funny to other people. It's what I like to call Jamie's dumb things to laugh at. And the first one is a man driving. This happens about 5 minutes into the film, and it's already funny to me. Anyway, he's driving his car, and instead of driving like a normal person, he's stroking the steering wheel. For some reason.
He drives it. Now remember, these are things that 99% of the world won't think is funny, but she thinks is hilarious.
Yeah, I laughed my head off.
Check them out. We got some more.
55 minutes into the film, a critic drinks wine and makes the stupidest face in the world. He sips the wine and he goes, Vincent Price's character, Edward Lionheart, commits suicide, but we find out that his character doesn't actually die. He washes up on a shore, and a bunch of bums come to his rescue and fish him out of the river. And in this process, they give him some weird purple-colored wine, and as he's drinking this nasty purple-looking wine, one of the bums is a female red-headed bum, and she kisses his dirty, grimy, mud-covered face, and this is how it looks. Into the movie, a man at the funeral says his poodle, Georgina, is going to faint, and then he gets really scared and bites his lip. And it just looks so funny, it's ridiculous.
Oh my God, I think Georgina's going to faint.
Like, he can't stop laughing right now.
You gotta watch it.
The music was kind of a mix of Celtic and old world medieval style, if you're into that kind of thing. I guess it's trying to follow along with the Shakespearean plot line. And what we also noticed for this film was all the deaths coincided with a Shakespearean play. Like the way the Merchant of Venice was murdered, he said something to the effect of a pound of flesh, and so Vincent Price's character, Edward Lionheart, actually cuts out his heart and weighs it, and it's close enough to a pound for his taste, I suppose.
The ending is very intense.
Bit of a surprise.
We have a one of Vincent Price's main victims at the very end. He's strapped in a chair with knives going towards his eyes. Very reminiscent of Saw, even though Saw came out way, way, way ahead of this movie.
Obviously, Saw took a few clues from old Vincent Price movies, as we've seen in other Vincent Price movies like The Abominable Dr. Fives.
Yes, check that one out too. And one of the twists in this movie is that his daughter is wearing a fake mustache and wig. You think she's a man. At the very end, the victim says, "What would your daughter think of this?" And that's when you reveal that the assistant
rips off her wig
is actually the daughter.
Stash.
Now, when the movie ended, I originally was thinking 2 out of 4 stars, but then I thought the death's very creative, so I'm gonna go with 3 out of 4. Maybe, you know what, 3.5 out of 4.
Yeah, because you know what? Even the surprise ending lends to its authenticity. It's very creative and not something I've seen before. I'd highly recommend it to other people.
Me too.
Other people that like horror films, that is. Like I said, the overall blood content is not that much, but there is severed heads and, well, I guess it's not really severed hearts. It's removed hearts, and you see it all.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not gory like today's standard of gory.
So check it out. Theater of Blood.
2 thumbs up.